Okay, I'm going to show you how to colour the face of the Statue of Liberty, but before I do, remember to subscribe, hit that button, and of course if you want to know what's coming up next, well, ring that bell. Okay, now I'm going to use just two colours. In fact, we have two tones of grey and a pale blue. Okay, make this very, very simple. And what I want you to do is imagine that light's coming in from one direction here, so you're going to get shadows. So first of all, figure out where the main shadows are. Well, the darker shadows are going to be in these windows here, under the eyebrows, top lip, maybe under the chin, and so on. Okay, so let's put those on first. Before I do, I want to make this a bit more three-dimensional, you know, because you do have edges to these windows here, so you won't see them on the front one, but you'll see them on the sides. So I'll put them in like that. As you come around the side, see these edges going in like that, and coming around the side, you'll see them on this side. Okay, like that. Excellent. Now let's fill in with the darkest grey. I'm going to fill all these windows in with this dark grey colour. Right, like that. Okay, well, I'll just continue filling these in, and we'll jump to the bit where I've finished that and move on to the next bit. Okay, so see you in a second. Right, here I'm just finishing off these dark windows. Right, and now I'll look for the other parts which will have darker shading, and I think under this part of the hair here for a start. So we'll draw a kind of line coming around like that, all the way down underneath, and shade that in with the dark grey there. Another one coming in that side, because the hair curls under there. Okay, that's why it'll catch that deep shadow. I'm going to add another line of shadow there so it doesn't look so harsh. Okay, right, underneath the eyebrow, I think light's coming in from this direction, so this part here will be fairly dark, and I'll draw a line coming up perhaps up here, and maybe this part would get a bit more of the light, so I'm bringing the dark shading down this side of the nose like that, and perhaps also a bit down this side of the face here. Again, I'll be doing a bit more shading for that in a minute, and perhaps underneath that part of the chin. I think it would also have a dark bit of shading under the nose here, going slightly this way like that, and also the bottom part of the top lip and the lower part of the bottom lip like that, perhaps a bit more around the chin there. Okay, and I think I might also have a darker line coming around this edge here. Now, as I said, I'll be adding other tones to complement that as I move on. Okay, I think there'll be a dark bit under this eyebrow here, maybe a bit there, perhaps in the corner there. Okay, and maybe down that side of the nose, and let's see, down this side of the neck lightly, and also in the folds of the cloak and the headdress and so on. You find the darkest bits in there, and also inside the ear there, and a dark bit coming down there, dark shading in that bit there. Okay, around the collar of the robe and in the creases or the folds there like that, and coming in like that. Alright, so let's move now on to this slightly paler tone of grey. Right, with this slightly paler grey, I'm going to add a bit of paleness above this rather dark shading here, and start out from the top and bring it around like that. Leave this top part white. Same with that. Bring that down there. Okay, and then shade that in. And there, like that. Okay. And as we move down to the face, I would put this lighter tone in here, that little bit there. Okay, come around that side of the eyeball and around this side of the bottom of the eye there. And then I think I would actually fill the whole shape in here with that tone. Come in like that, down to possibly about there. And this side of the eye would be slightly darker too. Okay, maybe the light's coming in from this side. And I think I would add a bit more tone down here, a bit more of a shadow in the nose there. And the top lip, I think I would make this tone. And I would also imagine that there would be a light tone coming down this side of the forehead, around the cheekbone, and down the side of the face there. Come around to the chin, and I think you would get some shading under there, and going around your chin like that. See that shape there? I'm not going to fill that in at the moment because I want to add a bit of this pale blue, just as a kind of reflected colour underneath there on the way down, and a bit there too. This gives a bit of added interest. Okay. Now I'll return to that pale blue in a second. That's a bit down here. And perhaps a bit round the chin there, and also a bit down this side of the neck, leaving a white bit there and another bit there. Okay, I'm going to return to that in a minute. But let's go back to the grey now. The pale grey. I'm going to shade that in down the side there, up to the blue, and then round our cheekbone, down there, around that part of the chin, and up under there. A bit more height in the cheekbone, I think, coming in there. There we are, a bit there. And I think the ears would be that light grey too. Maybe a bit catching the edge there. Okay, and this part underneath the chin certainly be shaded in, and the shading would continue in a line round the neck and a curve like that. Shaded into there. Okay, and around the eyeball too, I think you would get a bit of light coming here, perhaps cast over the top. Yeah, the kind of hooded nature of the eyes coming in there, like that. Okay, maybe a line down there to accentuate that. Right, now I would, I think, colour in all of this part of the headdress with the grey colour, light grey over that. And most of this, I would leave bits white because, as I said, the light's coming in from this part, catching the edge. Like that. A bit more down here, being caught by the light, that too. Okay, right, I'm going to move now up to the top and use some of that blue again, so just let me get that. Okay, here we have that blue again, and I'm going to use it just underneath that line there, just as a little bit of extra line, bit of shading coming in there. And I'm then going to use the blue to put in the shading up in these windows here, the edges of the windows. Like that. one final bit, just round here, underneath that bit of grey that I put. All the way down here, like that. Okay, and I think that's fine. Maybe a little touch of blue down here, bit of interest over the top of the cloak, maybe one coming down there. Excellent. Right, now I'm going to move on up to the star shapes, and these edges I think would catch the light because they are actually pointing forward, so they'll be in shadow. So all of these pointed triangular shapes will be grey, like that. The lighter grey, I think, slightly lighter grey. So I'm going to do that, and I'll catch you at the end. Okay, so we'll see you in a second. Okay, here I am just finishing this last star shape off. And then I'll check to see if I've missed any bits. Well, if the light's coming in here, perhaps the light will be catching here, but not this part. So perhaps I'll put a bit of shading around this part of the headdress here as it goes into the shadows, like that. Don't have to bring it all around. And a bit there, a bit on the hairdress, the hair rather, and maybe bring that darkness up to there and stop it, because the rest will be catching the light. Excellent. Right, well there you are. That's the Statue of Liberty coloured in with literally two colours, two tones of one and one of another. Okay, it's very effective, as you can see. Anyway, I hope you can join me the next time when I'll be drawing another iconic face, but in the meantime, all the best and happy drawing.